Okay, I want to talk to you about this optical illusion project and what is expected of you. Okay, I'm going to show you some examples. We're going to talk through these. You're going to create an illusion, honestly, that shows a great deal of depth. It must have 3 spheres. The spheres need to have that checkerboard on it that was taught in the previous videos that you've been practicing. It has to have 3 spheres. It has to have overlap somewhere in the artwork. The spheres don't necessarily have to overlap themselves, but something has to overlap to show that depth that I'm talking about. I want to see a design of interesting space. You're going to render it in Prismacolor pencils using shading and burnishing techniques. And of course, if you're creative, the higher grade you'll get. Anybody can create an illusion with just designs in it, but to have some sort of a theme or something is going to get you higher points. So let's show you some examples. Here's one with just designs. Here are the spheres, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. There is some overlap, and there is well overlapping a background. This one is checkerboard, this one. Some of them are colored in black, white. Some are not, okay? Some are just outlined, all done with colored pencils. I'm not going to give you rules as to what colors, but it is fully colored, and that burnishing technique was used, okay? Here's another one. It's got some designs in the background as well. Here's another one. This person included marker. Not the best example in the world because I don't see Prismacolor burnishing. This is Prismacolor colored pencil colored in frog, but the rest of this is done in Sharpies and colored markers, and they didn't really do the burnishing. So I want to point it out that I do notice. Here are Prismacolors burnished, but no shading, okay? Excellent design. Very intense checkerboards. There is some error here, okay? But for the most part, they got it going. Here's another one. This one's beautiful. I love how this person, she was doing this sphere. I remember watching her in class, and she was going this direction and then messed up. So she started adding more, and I told her it looked like a ball of string, like that was wrapped up in colored strings. And so she kind of went with it. But then she mastered it here. So there was no points lost. She still got the checkerboard sphere going on. Okay, in several places. Some striped. Here is some burnishing and shading going on. It's really cool if you even shade with different colors. Here's another one. Gorgeous. Looks like a kaleidoscope. Another one. And another one. Okay, the next ones that I want to show you have themes. Like these are fairies flying through a maze on the spheres. Or a gumball machine, and believe it or not, if you enlarge that, whoops, not letting me enlarge it. If you enlarge it, there are checkerboards on those tiny little gumballs that are flying out everywhere. This is my favorite. Student did this, yes, a freshman in visual arts class, very impressive. Here's the sphere, okay? Then she drew a crinkly line here, and it made it look like a ship was bursting out of it, along with all the water. Isn't that cool? Here's another one. Reminds me of one of those gerbil balls that you put the gerbil in and they run around, and it's got some mountain scenes going on there. And here's another one. You can see through it. But the colored pencil richness of this is unbelievable. That is what's so impressive. Advanced designs, advanced drawing, as well as advanced colored pencil. Here's another one. She was doing this and smeared the Sharpie with her hand on mistake, and so she embraced it and went with it. Smeared colored pencils. Looks pretty cool. Or smeared Sharpie, sorry. She outlined the whole entire thing in Sharpie and it's smeared. Here's another one. Bubbles. This is mine. I did a Wizard of Oz theme. I love the Wizard of Oz. And inside my spheres, here on the yellow brick road, kind of reminded me of basketballs in a net. Here are some birds, beautifully drawn, done with colored pencils. Here's another one. Notice a lot of these are outlined with a Sharpie as well, just to be precise. Okay, so you're going to create 3 spheres. You're going to have overlap somewhere in your artwork. You're going to design an interesting space. You're going to render it in colored pencils using shading and burnishing. And of course, creativity gives you a higher grade.